I'm going to tell you something. That Maya, she's a real creepy bitch. But I'll tell you something. I like it. Man, what the f—
Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of TWD Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for Survival of the Fittest. This is going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Survival of the Fittest Season 4. This is going to be for Episode 3, titled The Proposition.
Okay guys, this is going to be doing a video for today. This one's going to be doing a video for Survival of the Fittest. This one is going to be doing my weekly review for Season 4, Survival of the Fittest. This is going to be for Episode 3, The Proposition. So, awesome episode. Really, really awesome episode this week. So, you guys know so far, Season 4, I've been liking it. I think it's been a good season so far. I think Episode 1 was a good kind of backstory for the Godfather. And I think Episode 2 with the death of Jack and a lot of, really crazy developments. I thought it was another, really good episode. But this episode, I love this one. This one's really freaking good. So basically, this week's story, right? So we basically pick right up after we left off with episode 2. We get to see the characters. They, of course, are experiencing the death of Jack, and we are seeing, like, Cade's just response to that. And we see the funeral. We see kind of everything kind of go, pretty peacefully after the end of episode 2. But we get to see Maya and then Josh. Now, okay, Maya is obviously a character in Season 3 that I was very unsure about, and then in Season 4, she's kind of raising some hell again. Josh is also a character that I really actually liked back, in Season 3. And his character is kind of flipping now. Basically, in this episode, he kind of blames himself for Jack's death, and he feels like maybe it's his fault why Jack died because he sent him there and, all that kind of stuff. And he kind of feels responsible for Jack's death. So, alright guys, flaw, though. I'm sorry. I'm going to give this episode one flaw. You feel bad about Jack's death. So you are going to then say, okay, I feel bad about Jack's death. Alright, I must turn on David. I must go tell the Godfather. I must go rat him out. What? Like, slow down here, okay? Makes no sense. I'm sorry, in a story that makes no frickin' sense. You feel bad about Jack's death. So you want to better that by what? Teaming up with that crazy freaking lunatic and then going to the Godfather? I don't understand that, guys. I'm going to be honest. I do not understand what the hell that even was. And it was a big enough portion of the episode for me to definitely, take a point down for sure. Because I just don't understand what the whole thing was. Basically, Maya and him, they go out, they start killing some of the dead and stuff like that, and they kind of just decide to go to the Godfather and make a proposition to him, which we're going to have to see in the rest of the episodes what that's going to be like and where that leads to. So I'm going to say this. Josh's character, out of place, not a fan of it, random and weird. Maya, on the other hand. All right, now let's talk about that. I'm becoming more and more interested in this character. I'm going to be honest with you guys. In Season 3, she was kind of like this dangerous one that Jeremy always, tried to check on and stuff like that. Then this season, she's creepy, she's weird, she's just, I don't know, I like it. I think it's a really cool kind of internal threat they got going with Maya. And in particular, when she's hiding behind the bushes at the funeral, love that. I think that's good. So in terms of my thoughts on Maya, I think her character is actually really freaking creepy, and I'm actually really starting to like the character. But Josh, that one's weird. I'm going to be honest with you guys, that one is just so freaking weird. So, alright. Now, the big part of the episode that I was a big fan of is the Clay and Dog, kind of storyline that we got going here. They basically attack. They try to basically get this bullet maker. David sends them on this mission, and essentially they go and they attack, and you basically got them. They're kind of watching at first, like trying to see if they're there, and then they start killing them. Now, Clay and Dog, in terms of them as a team, I thought worked very, very well, and I think it's really good. You've got this bullet maker character who, Harper, who is a very interesting character. They don't, David doesn't really want Clay to kill him, so Clay on this mission, of course, he doesn't really want to, but hell just breaks loose and things get crazy. And then when you see the guys walking in this like little outpost, and then you've got Clay that kind of starts sneaking up, and you see him roaming the halls, really like that. I thought that was good. And in terms of a location for this episode as well, too, the yellow backgrounds, the stairs in the background, and just the feel of it really puts you in the moment. I think it's really, really freaking good. Now, we get a shootout, basically. They start fighting. You've got a shootout in the hallway that kind of begins. You've got Dog and them. There's kind of a struggle. And basically, to make a long story short, you've also got, meanwhile, during this battle, you also get some of the Godfather and him, radioing back and, thinking, oh, we have Clay captured. Oh, we have one of the best fighters and stuff like that. But the thing is that even though they capture Clay in this fight, it's Clay. He's going to get out. And, of course, this is why I love the character. He, of course, does get out. He gets out, and you've got basically Clay that, kills the guy, gets out, we get the shootout, and then Dog gets taken. And then we've got this character here. I forget the guy's name, but I know he's referred to as like a sheriff or something. And essentially, this guy is, wanting to kill Dog and stuff like that. And you've got Marco, and, he's captured, and you've got Clay and them, and it's kind of the opposite side. Things work out because you've got Dog that's, brought back, and then you've got Harper. But then you find out that apparently they don't even need him, according to the Godfather on the radio. He gets killed, and then you've got the death of him, and then Clay and Dog go back, and then that's how that ends up. And then basically you've got Clay that kills him. And then that is the end of that. So, very, very interesting. I think Clay, as usual, is an absolute badass. I think the fighting in this episode was really cool. Very just action-oriented. Really liked the story that they did with the Bullet Maker in this one. And I thought the pairing between Dog and Clay was very, very good in this one. Now, essentially, we get to also see the community in this one. We get to see Dog and them, make a return. David does say that Clay did a great job either way, not just good. He actually says he did a great job. Like, he makes sure to say that. And you've got Dog that actually tells David that he doesn't really feel like he belongs. And, David kind of feels like, he tells me, he's like, it's just water under the bridge now, dude. Like, honestly, it's fine. It's over. You're with us now, the whole kind of thing. And essentially, I really like when you've got Dog that tells David that his name is Andrew. I thought that was very interesting. So, we're getting his, real name now. And now, we're referencing him as Andrew, not Dog. So, I thought that was pretty darn cool as well, too. And then the final thing in this episode that we have yet to discuss, because we discussed the Mayan stuff, the Outpost stuff, and all that. The final thing is Blair. So we get to see Blair. He's getting attacked in the community by some of the residents. And essentially you've got David that kind of, overhears this and he runs. And you've got David that kind of like defends him. And basically one of them threatens to kill Blair. You've got David that has killed all of them at this point. And he basically says like, let him go, that whole kind of thing. And essentially they, of course they fight, and then you've got David that kills the one guy, saves Blair's life, doesn't let the man kill him, and that is that. And Blair and David still aren't really good, as we can tell. There's still, like, some, stuff from the past there that they have kind of yet to, kind of discuss and talk about. But either way, a really, really great and strong ending to the episode. So that is my thoughts on episode 3. Really, the only flaw this week is Josh. I just don't like that twist to it. I find that random and weird. But everything else I love. The pairing of Clay and Dog, fantastic. I think the storylines were good in this one, the way it was done. So I'm going to give this one a 9.5. I think it's damn good. It really, really is. I think it's a really freaking good episode. I think there's a lot in this that really just works out. Great action, great stuff like that. And if you guys are also interested, there is an alternate cut of this episode on Megamat's channel that he also didn't use. So if you're interested in seeing some bonus footage on this episode, definitely I would recommend checking that out as well too. So that is my thoughts. 9.5 out of 10 for this week. Now I want to hear from you guys though. What do you guys think of this episode of Survival of the Fittest? Write that down in the comment section below. And of course, guys, if you're new here, click the subscribe button to send my videos for Survival of the Fittest. Follow Dan's Walk Reviews, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for Survival of the Fittest. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Anybody out there?